Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 52.
Mhm.
I'm Kale, and this is Sam. Sam, buddy, boy, how we doing since we last spoke on
That's what I'm
Tuesday?
drinking on tonight. That's what I'm.
What are you drinking on? Explain to the people who are listening. They might not,
Oh no, it's just amino energy, man. That's all it is. It's pink. It's strawberry and lime.
Hell yeah.
Open it
That's
up and
what's
take
up.
a swig.
I am drinking
Refreshing.
a pack of water, realistically, but I put one of them Gatorade packs in there. So
Nice. A pack of water. It doesn't. It just doesn't quench your thirst more than a pack of water. Love it.
well, no, the little things you could put in the water.
Yep.
All right.
Refreshing.
Sometimes I like to add. I sometimes like to add a little flavor to the water.
Yeah. Yes. 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 You
Um.
do.
So today's
I can
episode.
see you finally.
I know we were having troubles on the Discord, so I just said, "Hey, I'll just turn on the share screen and
Yeah.
and
TNT faithful, I'm going to be honest with you. Discord was fucking up tonight, and they did a bad thing, and
they've
we
been
got it
messing up
figured
the
out.
last two nights. For the last two times we recorded.
Yeah, this is probably the most unprofessional experience I had, and you have Discord to thank for that. So
I'm
now it's
sorry.
on you, Discord. Now it's on you, Discord.
But
Make it
anyway,
happen.
he's obviously in Discord, and we are. Oh, what'd you say? We we were gonna plan
We
on
are on
recording.
episode 52.
Yes, we were gonna plan on recording in studio tonight, but unfortunately, the honeydew.
Kale said, "Hell no, I'm not inviting you to my house."
No, we were switching rooms downstairs and trying to get rid of shit, and it's just a whole mess down there.
No, see what happens is when Kale invites me to his place to record, and he just charges me a annual fee of $3,000 annually, and then but like each month, like we do a special episode, and there's just a quick $1,000 surcharges. But it's a fun time. We do. It's a lot of fun, but I just can't afford it right now.
That's funny. Sam, how was your week?
This is good. Busy, tired.
Yeah, I felt that, man. I kind of
Just been one of those weeks, man. I'm ready for next weekend.
yes. Yes. Next weekend is gonna be fun. We'll talk more about that here in a minute. Well, last night I agree with you. It's been a long week. I went to bed at 3 last night. I didn't stay up playing video games or anything. I just got one of the moments where I need to clean and do some things. So
Yeah,
kind of just did some organization a little bit to the game room and whatever, and
nice.
I was like, oh shit, it's already 3 o'clock in the morning, gotta go to bed. Then woke up like, hey, we're switching
I feel
rooms.
like
All right.
I was gonna kind of stay up last night and maybe game a little bit. I was just too tired, man.
Oh, I know. I think the
Passed
weather
out.
change has kind of really been.
Like all week, I just haven't really wanted to wake up. Just want to sleep,
Felt
which is
that.
good because by next weekend I should be fresh and ready.
Yep. So now let's talk about next week. What we're doing. We're gonna be going to Minnesota, Minneapolis area, Elk
Elk
River.
River.
Yep. I have to hit up Robbie again, see if he's going or not. See
Yeah, hit him up.
what he's doing there.
Yep.
What else? We're going there for what, Sam? Explain what we're going there for.
I am competing again. Um, Up at Elk River, Minnesota, powerlifting. Um, this would be my eighth sanctioned meet, and we're doing I'm just excited to get back out there on the platform. Um, we're heading up Thursday afternoon, about
Yep.
2:30,
I
no
took
later
I
than
took
3.
that day off. I was like, yeah, fuck it.
Yep. Should get up there hopefully no later than 9:30 p.m. Check into the hotel, hang out a little bit, whatever. Next morning's my weigh-in. Try to get that done as early as possible, and then kind of have all day Friday to do whatever. Definitely gonna eat some good carb heavy meals that day to carb up. Drink a lot of electrolytes. Drink a lot of water. The next day is the competition on Saturday. Gonna crush it. Um, After that, we can do whatever, and then Sunday is gonna be when we come back. But it'll be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. I haven't competed since it's been about almost a whole year.
I
So
haven't been to
really
Minnesota.
excited.
I haven't been to Minnesota since 2017 or 18. When Maya's
Well,
first said
except
it.
when we passed through there on our way back from Green Bay.
Yeah, but I wouldn't really count that as a visit though, because I mean
I don't count it either.
we didn't
I've been up
stop.
there for a couple competitions
It just seemed
in
like
the
Brody
back up
wanted
in
to get.
Mankato.
If we would have more time, I would have went to Mall America. But Brody seemed like he wanted to get home, or I don't know. We always wanted to
Yeah,
get
he
home.
did. Yeah, I did too. I've been up to Minnesota twice. Both were for powerlifting competitions. Once was there both times was in 2022. Once was in January. I was competing, and then once was in June, and I was going up with Jordan.
Oh
I was his
yes.
handler at that competition. He
Oh
was
yes.
competing, but I wasn't. But there was both times in Mankato. Mankato's a cool little city. I've never been to Elk River, but it seems cool. It's only half an hour from Minneapolis.
We
Um,
recording up there like podcast episode. I think we are. Try to.
I know we're doing. I mean, maybe do a little vlogging. Mary's gonna film at the competition. We could use that for some vlogging footage if we wanted.
Yep.
Post my
Um,
lifts or whatever. Um,
I was kind of having a little idea for a
yeah.
podcast if we did it. Um, you know how I was gonna. We were okay. So tonight we originally were gonna record outside. So
Right.
that didn't happen because of what I had going on. I had to mow and everything, and I didn't get a chance to do it. Whatever. But
Yep.
we got some plans with the outside a little bit. But had an idea.
Hmm.
What if we find a little good area that's kind of like woodish, like a wood field, like woods feel.
Like a forest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we don't need no
I
internet.
mean,
We don't need no internet.
up
So
in Minnesota, I mean, shouldn't be too hard to find.
no. I just don't want there to be like a lot of people looking at us, and just you know how I am.
Right. Right.
Um,
I get it.
I think that'd be kind of cool to do, and hell, we can get Marty on there and talk to her or see if she wants to do it. Uh,
Yeah.
get to know Marty a little bit more. Our biggest fan of the TNT Boys podcast.
Yep. You guys will
Um,
meet Marty.
I don't know whenever you'll meet Maya, but someday you might. She's a little
And
camera
then
shy.
Robbie, if you want, if Robbie ends up going, he can maybe do something with it.
Yeah, we
Do
continue
something with
on.
Robbie. Robbie could make his second appearance.
Continue on talking about some
Yeah.
some stories he has, and should be a good time. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Go to Mall
Yeah. We
America.
could either do that. We could either do that Friday or afterwards Saturday. I
Yeah,
just don't know how long it'll go Saturday. It depends
yeah,
when it gets done.
yep. I think it'd be a good time. I'm gonna really be bringing out
Oh yeah,
Michelle with the
for
vlogging.
sure.
I'm gonna have to. Uh, from the start of the trip to basically the end of the trip. It'll be the most vlogging we've done.
Yeah.
So that should be fun. Um, other than that, I mean, this episode pretty much is going to be just a bullshitting and, just chatting. We really didn't have anything planned for today. And not, a lot of, we like to do a lot of the football, but there's not a lot of football stuff going on. We just talked about Nico and his crap that's going on. Nico seems like he is going to go to UCLA. Um, so when more stuff gets out, we'll, get that going for you guys. And, oh, what else? That much of the NFL going on. Aaron Rodgers
Yeah,
pretty
really.
much flew out to New York to
Yeah.
get told, hey, you're fired.
Yeah, pretty much that is really the only thing in the NFL this past week. Obviously, the draft is this coming week, but um, yeah, basically that's what happened. He went on the Pat McAfee show, flew out to New York on his own dime, and they basically just told him, "Yeah, we're going a different direction at quarterback." Which is some people are like, "I don't know why Aaron's complaining about it. He's got money. Why is he complaining about paying for his own flight?" And it's like that's not the point. Like, of course, the money isn't the issue, but it's the this is a situation like he said they could have handled over a phone call. Like you don't need to fly him all the way out there just to tell him we're going a different direction.
Yeah, that's just a level of, I think,
I
unprofessionalism.
don't. Yeah, and it's and disrespect, man. Like, and another thing is everyone's saying he's holding all these teams hostage. He said it himself. He's not holding anyone hostage. He's talked to the important people he needs to be in contact with. They've been in touch. I really don't understand all the hate for the guy. I really don't, and that's not just because I'm an Aaron Rodgers fan, but I will say this: when he did say all that stuff about him really prioritizing his personal life right now and his
Yep.
inner circle and his friends, and he's in a committed relationship right now, and that's his primary focus and not football. If that's the case, then maybe you should just retire. Because why would you still want to play football if that's not your primary focus? Like if your goal is to still win a ring, your focus should be on football, not your personal life. Like personal life's important, but if you're still wanting to be an NFL quarterback and push for a Super Bowl, that's got to be one of the top important things for you in your life. And it doesn't sound like it is for him right now. So that's the only thing I have. Like, it's like, dude, why don't you just hang it up? Like, obviously, football's not your number one priority anymore. Just call it a career, man. I don't know. That's kind of my take on it.
Yeah. Honestly, let's talk about that a little bit too. And I mean, if we're being honest, it's kind of sad to see players not retire with the teams that they, started with. I think it's kind of sad
Right.
that you really don't see that much anymore.
Well, that's the thing. Like, go sign a 1 day contract with the Packers and retire.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I'm pretty sure Favre did that. Um, Brady did that with New England.
Yeah. It did that.
Um,
The Bucks granted that, which, you know,
yeah, I actually think Peyton didn't do that with Indy. I think Peyton retired a Bronco because he hated how Indy did him. They did him dirty when they released him. So he and Peyton actually retired a Bronco. He did not retire a Colt. There's some really bad blood there. But Aaron seems to still be in good uh relationship with Green Bay. Like sign a 1 day contract with Green Bay, retire. Like Because right now your best option is the Steelers, and that's not even a great option right now. They're not a quarterback away,
You know what though? Going back
especially.
on the Peyton Manning Colts thing though, you think about it,
Yeah,
he could still technically sign a 1 day contract if he wanted to.
he could, but
It's been done
I mean
before,
that ship has sailed.
but it's just how
He
I
could,
mean
but
that
I
the
don't know.
owner
I mean,
Jim.
obviously he knows, and everyone knows. Like Peyton's always going to be remembered as a Colt,
Yeah,
primarily. Like he played 14 years with the Colts and 4 with the Broncos. Now, those 4 years he spent with the Broncos were full of a lot of wins, a lot of stats. He won an MVP, he won a Super Bowl. He did a lot in Denver, you know, but he almost had a whole second career in Denver, it seemed like. Well, 4 seasons is not a whole like, but he accomplished a lot in a short amount of time in Denver.
I don't think we've really seen
But
a second
the
career.
only other one you can think of is Brady in Tampa.
I guess,
You
yeah.
know, I mean Brady won a Super Bowl in Tampa. He never won a league MVP in Tampa. I think he finished second one year.
Hmm.
But I would just say, going back to Aaron, like right now, your best option is Pittsburgh, and that's not even a great option because one, they're not a quarterback away. Two, they play in the AFC North, so you got to play Lamar and Joe Burrow twice a year, and then you're in the AFC conference as a whole, so you also got to go through Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. The AFC is just stacked, man. Like, and the Vikings have kind of already made it clear. It just seems like they're just gonna move on with JJ McCarthy. So it just kind of makes sense for him to just retire at this point. And
Yeah,
me, I'm the probably the biggest Aaron Rodgers fan and I'm saying, dude, like just hang it up at this point.
yeah. I mean, he didn't play bad last year. It's just I think this year probably would have been not as good.
He played better than people give him credit for last year, but he had a great career. Would have loved to see him win another Super Bowl with the Packers or even with another team, but it just wasn't meant to be, man. Just I don't know. I just to me it just seems like he's got so much else going on outside of football that he enjoys, that he's passionate about, that I don't feel like he's like to me, like if you're gonna play football, you have to be all in. And he's obviously not all in right now. He's got other stuff going on, which cool. But then just walk away, man. Like, and the thing with him is once he retires, he has said it himself. You're not going to hear much from him anymore. He doesn't want to be out there in the spotlight. And
No,
you said, I remember you mentioned before we started recording tonight, like you think it'd be cool if he started his own podcast, and I agree, but he's not gonna,
no. I mean,
But
he's already on
I
the
mean, he might.
He's
He
already on the Pat McAfee one. I mean,
true. Well, I mean, during the season, he's on there like every Tuesday or whatever, but I don't know.
hell, he'd be on
he
there about every day
he
now.
who knows? He might end up starting his own podcast, but he won't get. All I know is he won't stay in football. Like he's not gonna go coach anywhere. He's not gonna do anything like that. He's just gonna do his own thing.
Yeah,
And I think that's what, not only as a quarterback, like yeah, he's arguably one of the most physically gifted quarterbacks of all time, but also just as a person, like you like people hate him for some reason, but when you listen to him speak on Pat McAfee show or whatever, like he's genuine, like he's real.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of these big name quarterbacks, I feel like they're fake when they're talking to the media or talking on these podcasts. Like I bring up Drew Brees. I just feel like he would put up a front a lot of the time to like put up this image.
You think
Whereas
so?
Aaron is like he's just kinda because he has to like
So
be
so
that
you're saying that you think
like he like
Aaron's
I feel
you're saying that Aaron's more like a realist.
I just think
Basically.
Aaron's gonna be who he is, and he doesn't really care what people think. You
Right.
know,
Right.
he's gonna be himself 100% who he is, genuine 100%, and not try to put up this fake image of what people want him or think he should be like. He's just gonna be himself, and he he has said himself he doesn't care what other people think.
Yeah.
Whereas some of these other big name quarterbacks, I feel like they put up a front because they feel like they need to put out some sort of image because they're a star quarterback in the NFL,
Yeah.
and they need to be portrayed a certain way by the media. And then the media just runs with it, like they create narratives, and because Aaron does act this way, there's like these misconceptions and things taken out of context that he's some sort of prick asshole dude. Like but he's not. Like he really is he's a chill dude, really.
Yeah. You could tell that he had a bit of
I don't know.
a character development through his career, but moving on
Definitely.
moving on from that. So I saw a new movie preview. I was like, "Oh, cool! It's a football movie today, right?"
Right.
It's directed by Jordan Peele. It's called Him. It's a football horror movie,
Okay.
and it's probably gonna piss off the NFL because it's about what people with CTEs might experience.
Is it like kind of like the movie Concussion
No,
that came out years ago?
no, it's a horror. So you got to think about it. Um, you're gonna so the player gets in the head a bunch of times. So he has a bunch of these demons that are telling him to do stuff like kill people and do this and that. You know what I'm saying now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Talking to Brody about it today, and
Interesting.
I think we should go watch it.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting watch. Directed by Jordan Peele, huh?
Yeah, and I that's what I said too. I think it looks good, and I think it's gonna help a lot
Yeah.
with
I'll have to look into that. I've not heard about that.
yeah. It just started showing previews I think today. Oh, excuse me. Oh man, I'm yawning. You remember what that guy said? You yawn, man.
Oh yeah. Man. Oh man, you're yawning? Oh, imagine your poor viewers.
Hey,
Oh well, I guess you're a poor guy then, the guy that commented.
we still viewed her stuff.
He still felt the need to comment, so
You know, I'll be honest.
whatever.
I try not to yawn all the time, but
Hey man,
I
we're
just try.
tired over here, all right? We're busy guys. We live lives outside of this podcast. We got stuff going on outside of this podcast.
Hey, and you know what? It might
We're
sound like
recording late on a Saturday night. Like, yeah, we're gonna be kind of tired. We might throw a yawn in there every now and again. Do you
like
fucking deal with it?
like you
Yeah.
might sound like
Yes.
you might say that these guys are just bitching and complaining. Like nah, it's just we record late at night sometimes, and we just
Bitching,
we're here.
bitching because we're just regular dudes that live regular lives, and we yawn because it's
You know,
a normal
it's
human thing to do.
crazy. It's crazy to me that people uproot their lives, and the minute they start a YouTube channel, they think like, oh, I'm gonna be a millionaire on YouTube. One day in, quits job, stops talking to this. This is
One
hypothetically.
day in. Which job? Yeah.
leaves family, moves to Hollywood, go broke, homeless.
Yep. No scene, no more.
You know, honestly, today I was
Off
thinking
grid.
about it. If say this podcast, eventually makes it big, and it's like, oh yeah, cool. When we have the choice to like go somewhere and like stay in that location, and
Yeah.
what you call it, like move the podcast to like how people go to Los Angeles all the time.
Oh yeah.
I think today it'd either be I had to sit down and think about this because I was watching WrestleMania because they're in Las Vegas. It'd probably be Washington, or yeah, Washington, Oregon, Omaha, Las Vegas, and maybe Florida,
Yeah.
and Texas. Always, that's in there too.
Just throw all 50 states in there. Who knows?
No, I'm just saying though. I mean, I don't want to
Or South
do
Dakota,
no
Minnesota.
debatable.
Nah, I wouldn't want to deal with the. I don't know. It gets really. It gets some crazy snow up there in Minnesota
Wisconsin. I mean, when we
and
went,
and South Dakota
yeah.
too, and Wisconsin.
I mean, we can get crazy weather here. Just the other day, Fremont, they got baseball size hail. And
Yeah, I know.
did you
I
see that?
know.
Did you see that diner?
Yeah, I saw a video of all the damage. Crazy, man.
Well, the hotel next to it. You just think like these people that parked up for the night, and then all of a sudden there's baseball size hail. Where do they go? You
Right.
know, I would hate to having to go to
Well,
Omaha.
gotta call your insurance guy.
Well, I mean, that area of town, that area of the state, has been so. That's yawn. That 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 area has been hit so hard with the weather the last few months, and I'm just curious.
Oh,
I
I
would
know.
hate to be an insurance guy. I'm kind of curious what Zach would do if that was his situation. You know.
Yeah, that's yeah. Insurance is crazy enough as it is, but then when you have natural disasters like that just happening, it's just like I can't imagine how crazy and stressful.
Oh hell! I was telling Maya the other day. I said if that was us, I would probably break down in tears. I wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, it would definitely be it'd be a tough moment.
Yeah.
You definitely be fighting a lot of different emotions for sure.
Yeah, because it would feel like you would have to rebuild from the ground up, and it's like,
Yep.
never
Yep.
really been through something like that before. I hope to never experience it, but probably will. I mean,
Knock on wood.
yeah, weather is so unpredictable in the state of Nebraska, and we've talked about it before. And
Oh yeah. The Midwest in general.
so, anyway, Sam, have you noticed in town they've been adding new streetlights?
Yeah, I have noticed that. I even noticed that on the highway going Highway 81 coming
Yep,
out of town.
yep. They're adding
That light right
arrows,
there by yeah,
in some spots and whatnot. So I keep looking at them. I'm like,
yeah,
"Hey, something's different here. What's different?"
hmm yeah. Double street light right now is
Yep,
what it looks like.
yep. For now, because they're getting the other one built and set up, and then they're going to run the wire into it, and then they're going to take the other one down, and
hmm
because that would just be dumb to have two of them, right? So,
Yeah,
uh,
they just have that going on for now.
trying to think here. Is there anything interesting things you've been watching lately that like YouTube maybe or internet?
Um, Not much lately, man. I've just been really focused on this competition coming up, man. That's my biggest thing right now.
That's what's
work
up.
and locked in on this competition, man.
That's what's
Usually
up.
gets to about two. Usually gets to about 2 weeks out, and like then I just like start thinking about it a lot and just getting ready for it to be here. Because usually, well, always once you start getting this close, like the training's done at this point. Like the hard training sessions, like at this point, it's just working on form and technique, and there's really nothing else. There's nothing else to gain. It's just the workouts start getting more boring because it's just easy, light work that just to get the movement, and then it's just recovering and staying healthy and wanting to just get out there and get it done and do it.
Yeah.
That's the stage I'm at, and that's what I've been really just working on and thinking about a lot lately.
Hey, just though, you know what? Think after that competition's done, just think about you can finally relax, and then we can go do stuff.
Oh
And
yeah, it's always a good feeling.
yep,
Yeah, get it done. Know you gave it your all, and if you place, you place. If you don't, you don't. You can't really control a lot of that stuff, but
I think you'll do just fine. You always do. So,
yeah. I
um,
mean, obviously, you want to, as a competitor, you want to do the best you can in any sport or whatever that you compete in. But sometimes things, can't control certain things. But at the end of the day, it's fun, and then it's always fun to celebrate afterwards too.
yes, sir. So we usually do it. And then, I mean, the day
Oh
before
yeah,
too, we usually, the last few times I've been with you, we kind of just go splooge on food a little bit.
when we were in Oregon for Worlds, we did a lot of fun stuff the day before. That's when we went out to I think the Willamette Forest or whatever.
Yeah, man. Only if we
Yeah,
had
that
a
was the day.
podcast at that time and we all did that stuff,
Yeah,
bro. That would have been
that was
great.
before. That was the day before the meet and well, the day I competed. But yeah, that's because I remember after I competed, that's when Zach first reached out to me to be on his podcast, Touching Base.
Yep. And you know what though? I'm one thing I'm glad that Marty's gonna be there. She's gonna help film, and you know we could
Yep.
she could be our person that films us while we do. Hello, Willow.
Willow. Yep.
our one of our
She's here.
one of the three podcast mascots here.
Yep. We got Willow chiming in on TNT Boys.
Say meow.
Willow.
Anyway, yeah, no, I'm excited
Willow.
for it. Get a little help, and then like we're in stores
Yeah.
and stuff. She could record us or whatever we're recording is.
Yep.
Um, like I said, we're gonna try to record a podcast up there, do something cool with that.
Yeah.
Little event coming up. The boys over at the mothership. These assumptions, touching base guys,
Agent Life
Vance,
Media.
Vance, and Mr. Zach over there. They're going to be doing an event called Swearing is Caring. So what it is,
Swearing is king. Yep.
every time you swear, you put money in the jar. I mean, what we should do next year, we should actually have a jar up here, and then every time we cuss at that time of the year, we'll put like $1 or something in there,
Yeah, we should.
and then
Yeah.
give it over to them, kind of help them out. Uh,
That'd be tough for you, man.
yeah, fuck off. $1,
Money in the
please.
jar.
$1.
Is it $1 for every curse word?
Well, I guess however we want to set the money amount. I mean, we could do $1 or
How do
five
they do
bucks.
it?
I don't know. I'll have to ask them, but I mean that's gonna be a whole year away now. Unfortunately, though, we will not be there because it'll be at the same time the event is at we're in
Yep.
Minnesota.
I remember. I remember when Zach first sent me the flyer for it or whatever, and I was like, and it was Friday, April 25th. I'm like, yep, nope, not gonna make
Yeah,
it.
me too.
I'll be up in Minnesota. And I think that's before. Well, I don't know. I can't remember if that was before you said you were going with me.
I don't remember,
No, it
but
was after. Yeah.
um, anyway. So yeah, go ahead and go on out there. They did a radio ad for it. That was cool the other day. I listened to that. They're gonna have some food there. They're gonna have some drinks. Go down there, not mess with, like, go bullshit with the Talking Dirt Boys will also be there too. So go bullshit with them. Zach and Vance. They're gonna do a silent auction.
Yeah.
They got donations from local businesses,
Go
and
out, have a fun time
yeah, should be a good little
for a
time.
good cause.
Yeah. So yeah, that will be at April 25th. Swearing is Caring District Event Center in Norfolk, Nebraska, downtown Norfolk. It starts at 6 p.m. So be there, be square. Don't be square.
Square.
Square. Not like this. Not like this.
Like this. Like this.
You know, I saw a video that I was watching something. I don't remember what it was, but someone did some hand signals. I was like sitting there thinking about, like, how did he not understand this and this? When this
I know,
guy,
that's just
this guy, when he does it on the show, I can understand him.
Yeah. That's easy.
Not like
That's
this.
an easy
Like
thing to
this.
understand. Yep.
Oh man, you just need maybe I need to write a book, and the language of Kale, the dictionary of Kale, or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe they do need to do that.
Kaleism for Dummies 101. Imagine that'd be
Yeah.
funny.
The Kaleism for dummies. Well, this is really the only version for dummies.
That's mean.
Cry about it.
I might. Yikes.
Okay.
There's actually one thing I did want to ask you about Minnesota. Um,
Ask. Ask away.
I did think about possibly fishing,
Probably not.
but
I just don't think we'll have time.
yeah, that's what I thought too. Unfortunately, it'd be cool.
Yeah. I think it'd be fun. Be a lot of fun to go fishing up in Minnesota. I just don't see us really having time. Like if we did, it would be Friday, and I just don't think it's.
Nah,
I don't think
it's not
so.
ideal.
No, not if we want to do the other stuff we're talking about.
Yeah,
Because I do know the competition. Like it's 60 lifters, so it's going to be 4 flights, and I think it's only one platform. So it could go if it's going quick, it might be done. A little early, like maybe 3, but more than likely it's going to go for most of the day on Saturday. If my prediction is correct, my assumptions are correct.
yeah. I also took that Monday off.
Yeah.
So it's like, to me, it's like, oh yeah, I got all the time in the world, dog.
Yeah, but I did not take Monday off, and Mary has to work Sunday night.
Oof.
I should have took Monday off. I don't know what I was thinking.
Is it too late now?
Well, yeah, 'cause I got to do career day at the junior high Monday.
Thanks. So
So,
anyway, I think
so
you're
yeah.
saying.
Well, otherwise I probably could potentially get it off, but I already said I would do that, so got to fulfill an obligation.
Oh yeah. Other than that, I really got not much else today. I mean, I don't really have much a lot to. We're just bullshitting.
No,
So
not much going. There's really not much going on in football other than the Aaron Rodgers drama.
draft next week, and
Draft's coming up this weekend.
so we'll probably
The
cover that.
Nico, yeah,
I was just gonna say
we
we're
can do
gonna
an episode.
we're. I was gonna
We
say
can
we
maybe
could.
do an episode about that when we're there.
Yeah, we could also recover it or recap it when we get back because we're gonna fill the episode
Yeah,
ahead of time and
true.
so yeah,
We'll see.
go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, I don't really have much else. Huh?
Fly us home, buddy.
We're flying you home, keeping it fresh and real with the TNT Boys fresh. Um, don't forget, check out Agent Life Media Group and all their amazing podcasts of wonderful people over there. Go to Swearing is Caring and donate to the cause. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.